Hello, friend. It's Jax from Stress to Zen, and welcome to your nighttime yin class or class you want to do when you're short on time and you want to feel good in your body. We're going to start with breath work, go into the movement, and then end with some breath work. So let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So, option one, if you want to get more into your back, knees together, big toes together, and then you'll fold. If you want to get more into the hips, like I do, knees are wide as the mat, big toes together. Whatever you've taken, let's inhale, lengthen up through that spine, and then exhale, gently fold. Option to place a block underneath the forehead if you feel called to, and allow those hands to be nice and wide. So palms as wide as your mat. Bend in the elbows. And friends, we're going to do something called the psychological sigh. Or we're going to inhale twice through the nose. And then open mouth exhale. So let's go ahead and do that together. So take a free breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then we'll begin. Inhale twice through the nose. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Again, 2 long, generous inhales. And 1 open mouth exhale. And do this last one, allowing the face to be relaxed as you breathe in. And find yourself settling as you breathe out. Soften the scalp. Relax the ears. Allow the inner corners of the eyes to soften as you create space between the lips and unhinge the jaw. And can you allow this relaxation to start to cascade down the body? So feel the shoulders round, the chest relaxed, belly is soft. Soften the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. And we'll set our intention for today's class. So what do you want to cultivate? What do you want to cultivate in this class? We're only here for a short period of time. So what do you want to cultivate? We'll linger in that question for 5 breaths. And whatever that answer is, allow that to guide your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions. And keep coming back to your own unique internal intention. So when the mind wanders or gets distracted, you can use your intention like an anchor to bring you back right here in this moment. Alright, everyone, let's slowly come out of our child's pose. So for me personally, I like to bring the hands towards the knees, keeping the chin gently tucked. We'll slowly start to stack all 33 vertebrae in that spinal column, the low back, the mid back, and the upper back. And then, gently coming out of that one. Alright, friends, so we're going to come into half butterfly. Left leg is going to be extended out nice and long. Right sole of the foot is in line with the left thigh. So hips are pointing forward like headlights on a car, so are the shoulders. Option here to sit up on something. Maybe you like to have blocks on the sides of your knees, underneath your belly. Maybe you create a little tower. Find what's going to work for you. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, gently fold, tucking the chin, allowing the shoulders to round. So as we come into this first posture, can you come into this first posture in a really gentle way? So gentle with the body. Not trying to get your forehead all the way down to your knee. Just letting this body of yours take on a relaxed shape. And letting the posture be effortless. Now, make no mistake, we're definitely doing work here, but it shouldn't feel like work. It should feel Like we're slowly taking our foot off the gas pedal, just easing off the tension. And then can you be gentle with the breath? So how's that breath doing? Is it slow, deep, and full? Or is it short and shallow? No judgment here. We're just noticing where we're at to help us get to a different space. In Yin, we want to have our breath be nice and gentle. And then are you being gentle in your mind? So just allowing things to arise with love and compassion in a space of non-judgmental awareness. And are you engaging any muscles in the body? It's okay. It's habitual to clench in the thighs and the knees and the shoulders and the biceps. However, in a Yin practice, we need 120 seconds of sustained stress to get into our joints. So no muscle engagement is needed here. If we engage our muscles, we protect the joints. Right now we're wanting to stress the joints. And don't worry, we're doing it in an intellectual way. We're doing it in a mindful way. So where in your body, where in your muscles can you soften? Is it the thighs or the glutes? The shoulders, the jaw, the eyes? That tension likes to hide sneakily in the body. So maybe do a body scan for the next 3 breaths and let those muscles know it's okay to disengage and let go. Bring your awareness into the back of your left leg, the right corner of your low back, and your shoulders. And as you inhale, feel the body expanding and opening. And as you exhale, just allow yourself to settle just a little bit more for 3 more breaths. Alright, friends, we're gently coming out of this one. So let's inhale slowly and gently, like we're moving through maple syrup. Start to peel our chest away from the thigh. Maybe like to nod the head side to side, move that around. And then, friends, we're coming into dragonfly. So now for dragonfly, our left leg is going to be out to the side. So instead of that leg being forward, this is full dragonfly. We're coming into half dragonfly. So right foot is in line with that left thigh. You might want to sit up on a block or a prop or a bolster, whatever your heart desires. And then, friends, I'm going to give 2 options. So option 1 is you're going to fold forward. Just allowing yourself to fold. That's going to get more into the back of the left leg. Option 2 is our shoulders are going to be in line with the leg, our left one, and then we're going to fold there. That's going to get you a little bit more into the low back, still into the back of the leg. So I make suggestions, you make decisions. The choice is yours. If you haven't already, let's inhale, reach up in that spine, and then exhale, gently fold. Either coming down onto the elbows, staying on the hands. But our focus here is that we really want to keep that chin tucked. And since we're going deep into the body, right, we're going into deep, rarely used tissues. We got to meet ourselves with that compassion. And Yin gives us that opportunity to take a step back. And instead of getting distracted internally or externally or being swept away by a story, Yin gives us that invitation to really be introspective, to go within. After all, you are your greatest teacher, and the answers to all your problems and questions are already there within you. Sometimes it just takes a moment to listen. So I'm going to leave you here in silence for another minute so that you can go within. Bring your awareness into the back of your left leg, your low back, your lungs, and your rib cage. And with each breath in, could you imagine that your body's like a balloon? And on the inhales, it's inflating, expanding, spreading out, and taking up space. And then on those exhales, it just deflates and softens and settles for 3 more breaths. Alright, everyone. Slowly and gently start to lift your torso up until your spine is completely stacked and your head and neck comes up last. Okay, friends, so our last pose on this side before we take it to the other is, I love options, right? So I'm going to give you 2 options. Option 1 is to come into easy pose, Sukhasana. If you're coming into easy pose, I like to make 2 fists here, just place them in between the ankles so you can see that space, and make sure that this right foot isn't trapped behind the thigh. So you just have to let the legs go out wide. This is option 1. You can fold. It's a great place to be. Amazing. Option 2, option that I'm taking, is we're going to come into square pose, also known as double-seated pigeon, fire log, many different names. That's where the left ankle is going to come on top of the right thigh. Neither is better than the other. It just depends on what you need. So let's extend once again through the body. Breathe, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, gently fold. As you can see, I'm coming down onto blocks because, I'm coming into the pose in a non-aggressive way. This posture can definitely bring up a lot of sensations. Yin Yoga is rooted in Chinese medicine and in Taoism. It's all about that yin and yang theory. So if you've ever seen the yin and yang symbol before, it's white and black. And they both have a dot of each other in them. That's because we need both, right? Yin energy is all about being in a place that's passive, intolerance, in a place that's yielding, non-reactive, accepting, allowance, right? That's yin energy. Or yang energy, and you see it in the yang yogas like Ashtanga, Power Yoga, Hatha, Vinyasa. Yang energy is all about doing, achieving, improving, being. And just like the different poses in yin, neither is better than the other. We need both. However, there's a time and place for yang energy. There's a time to change the world and to improve it. And then there's other times to just accept it, to be non-reactive. So what energy are you in right now? Is your mind and your body in the yang energy trying to do, improve, achieve? And if so, that's okay. Can you pause? Can you pivot? And allow yourself to yield to the breath, to yield to time, letting everything be just as it is. Here for 1 more minute. What does it feel like right now in your hips, in your shoulder, in your jaw, in your eyes? And can you be with those sensations in your body for 3 more mindful breaths? Well, friend, This has passed. This posture is in the rearview mirror, and we're on to the next. So chin is tucked. I personally like to use the strength of my hands to start to peel my chest away from the thighs. Coming on up. So we're going to come back into caterpillar pose where we lengthen our legs out long. If you're like me, I like to use my hands underneath my ankle to release. Both legs are going to be extended out long. Let's move some of that energy around. We're knocking the ankles together. Maybe you have fists with your hands. You want to go up and down the legs for 5, 4, tap, 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 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. So let's go ahead and take that on the other side. This time the right leg is extended out long. Left sole of the foot is in line with that right thigh. I'm just going to move my body just so everyone can see me better. If you haven't already, grab some props if you need them. Otherwise, let's inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, gently fold. So when we come into the pose, we come into our own degree, right? We find that wall of resistance, that wall of tension. Instead of pushing through the wall, we just allow ourselves to arrive. And then maybe after 30 seconds or a minute, maybe the body opens, or maybe it doesn't. All we're doing right now is just observing what's happening in the body, observing what's happening in the breath, and using our intention to keep us focused. Always coming back to our purpose, the reason why we're doing this today. And then we just yield to the breath, to time, to the body, to our intention. We'll be here for one more minute. Where are you in this moment? Are you here in the present moment on your mat, in your space? Or have you drifted off somewhere else? And if you have, that's okay. The awareness of the distraction, that's such a win. So can you allow yourself to be aware, to come back to this moment? Give me 3 more deep, mindful breaths here. You got this. Alright, friends. You know where we're going. We're coming on up. We're rising up like some bread. Slowly rising, taking our time, right? And then we come on up. Friends, let's come into our dragonfly posture now. So right leg is going to continue to stay out long. Left sole of the foot is in line with that right thigh. Option A, you're either going to fold forward, get into that right leg. Option B, shoulders are over the right thigh, and then we're going to fold over that right thigh. You're really going to feel it in the low back and the left side of the body. Remember, option is yours. So let's inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, gently fold. Allow yourself to take on this round shape. And the reason why we feel so much ease and flexibility in our body is through Yin Yoga. A lot of the time you hear people, athletes included, they have a bad back, bad knees, bad ankles. Anybody can get these injuries. And through injuries, stress, habitual postures, age, our body gets less flexible. Our cells, our joints, our tissues, less hydrated. So we start to become this brittle sponge. And that can lead to a lot of aches and pains in the body. So that can lead to a lot of adhesions and knots. And this can really stop nutrients from getting into the body, right? It creates this traffic jam. So what's the solution? Well, you're doing it, baby. Yin Yoga. Right now, you're increasing hydration in your body. You're lengthening your connective tissues and your ligaments and your joints. You're increasing your range of motion. And it's all happening in a subtle way. The little things matter. The little moments matter. So even though you might not be sweating or moving, know that you're doing so much for your body right now. I'm so glad you are. One more minute here. Soften your jaw. Soften your shoulders. Soften your thighs. Just 3 more breaths here. All right, friends, let's move on to our last posture. So slowly and gently, mindfully, start to lift yourself up, coming all the way up. And then our last posture is Yogi's Choice. Remember, you can either come into Sukhasana, easy pose, right knee's bent, or you can go ahead and place the right ankle on top of the left thigh, coming into that firelog pose, that square pose, double-seated pigeon. We're going to take this last posture in complete silence. So when you're ready, let's inhale, reach up, and then exhale, gently fold to your own degree, and allow yourself to go within, yield to the breath, yield to the body and time. For these last 3 breaths, allow yourself to be here fully. Last inhale, last exhale. And gently, gently, gently come out of that one. Maybe keep the eyes closed. We'll end with moving that energy around, coming back into caterpillar. So maybe you want to gently move that right ankle off. Legs are going to be extended out long. Go ahead and bring the fists together. Knock the ankles. Go ahead and pat on the legs for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And friends, we've made it to the end. Let's come into Shavasana. So legs are extended out long. Maybe you have blocks underneath your knees. Go ahead and slowly roll down. And then we'll end with that same breath work we did at the beginning of class. 2 long inhales through the nose and an open mouth exhale. So go ahead and exhale out the nose now. Take 2 long inhales. Open mouth exhale. Again, 2 long inhales. Open mouth exhale. And then take this last one at your own pace. And then just allow the breath to be effortless as you soften the muscle of your mind, as you relax the eyes, the nostrils, the cheekbones, and the jaw. Feel your shoulders completely supported by the surface beneath you as the belly softens, the hips relax, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. And allow yourself to drift off into a sea of inner peace and rest. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Well, friend, you can stay in Shavasana for however long you'd like. Once again, this is Jax from Stress to Zen, and thanks so much for taking the time to invest in you today. If you'd like to join me for anything, I have an upcoming retreat happening in May in Scotland. I also do a live coaching and live yin courses on my website. And as always, you can come catch a free live class with me on Insight Timer. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next video. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And may all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and live with ease. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.